Most people believe their financial future depends mainly on how much money they make. They focus on income, promotions, and salary growth, assuming that higher earnings will automatically lead to financial security. But in reality, income alone does not determine where you end up financially. It can still reach completely different outcomes. The difference is almost never luck. It is the decisions they make early and the habits they repeat consistently. Money is not only about numbers in a bank account. It is about time, behavior, and direction. Small choices made early tend to grow into massive results later, both positive and negative. Likewise, small mistakes that feel harmless in your 20s can become extremely expensive by your 40s. Most people never notice this happening because the damage builds slowly, quietly, and invisibly. In this video, I want to walk through 5 financial decisions you can make in your 20s that can save you or cost you more than $500,000 by the time you reach 40. This is not about shortcuts, hype, or getting rich quickly. It is about avoiding the slow financial traps that keep people working longer than they need to and stressed longer than they should. These decisions are simple, but they are not easy, and that is exactly why they matter. The first decision is to start investing as early as possible, even if the amount feels small or insignificant. Many people delay investing because they believe it does not make sense to start until they earn more money. They tell themselves they will begin later, once life is more stable or their income is higher. Unfortunately, this delay is one of the most expensive financial mistakes a person can make. Time matters far more than the amount you invest. Someone who invests $200 a month starting at age 20 often ends up with more money than someone who invests $500 a month starting at age 30. This sounds counterintuitive, but it happens because compound growth needs time to work properly. Money invested early gets decades to grow on top of itself. Money invested later has fewer years and must grow much faster just to catch up. Time is the only resource you can never recover. Starting early is not about being aggressive or taking extreme risks. It is about letting consistency and time do the heavy lifting for you. Even small contributions, when made regularly over many years, can turn into surprisingly large amounts. Waiting for the perfect moment often means missing the most important years. The cost of waiting is invisible, but very real. The second decision is to avoid building your life around debt. Debt has become so common that many people treat it as normal and unavoidable. Car loans, credit cards, and buy now, pay later plans are marketed as tools for convenience and comfort. While these tools can make life easier in the short term, they quietly limit your future options. Every monthly payment is money that no longer belongs to you. Debt is not just a financial obligation. It is a claim on your future income. The more debt you carry, the fewer choices you have later in life. It becomes harder to change careers, take risks, or reduce stress when a large portion of your income is already promised to someone else. Freedom becomes expensive when debt is involved. Living with less debt does not mean living without comfort or enjoyment. It means choosing long-term flexibility over short-term gratification. When you reduce debt, you reduce pressure. When you reduce pressure, you gain control. And control is one of the most underrated forms of wealth. The third decision is to keep your lifestyle below your income, even as your income grows. This is one of the hardest habits to maintain because it goes against social expectations. When people earn more, they feel pressure to upgrade their lifestyle immediately. Bigger apartments, nicer cars, more subscriptions, and more expensive habits often follow. This process is known as lifestyle inflation. From the outside, lifestyle inflation looks like progress. But financially, many people are simply running faster without moving forward. Their income increases, but their savings and freedom remain the same. They work harder, earn more, and still feel stuck. Over time, this becomes exhausting. True wealth is not about what you own or display. It is about how long you could live without working if you needed to. It is about options, flexibility, and peace of mind. The fastest way to destroy that freedom is to allow expenses to rise as fast as income. Controlling lifestyle growth is one of the most powerful financial skills you can develop. The fourth decision is to invest in skills rather than status. Many people spend money trying to look successful instead of becoming valuable. Luxury items, gadgets, and brand names provide short-term satisfaction, but no long-term return. Skills, on the other hand, increase your earning potential year after year. They compound just like investments do. A skill that improves your value in the job market can raise your income for decades. Courses, certifications, and real experience often provide returns far greater than their cost. While a status purchase loses value over time, a useful skill continues to pay you back. Wealthy people tend to spend money on things that make them more capable. Everyone else spends money trying to look capable. The fifth decision is to automate your financial life as much as possible. Most people do not fail financially because they lack knowledge. They fail because emotions, stress, and inconsistency get in the way. Automation removes decision-making from the process. It turns good intentions into consistent action. None of these decisions alone will magically create $500,000, but together they completely change the direction of your financial life. Early investing gives time a chance to work. Low debt preserves flexibility. Controlled spending creates margin. Skills increase income. Automation reduces mistakes. Over 20 years, the difference between following this path and ignoring it often measures in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not because of luck, not because of intelligence, but because of repeated, reasonable decisions made over a long period of time. Small choices, when compounded, become life-changing. Financial freedom is not about perfection or extreme discipline. It is about being slightly better than average, consistently. The earlier you start making these decisions, the less they cost you. And the longer you wait, the more expensive they become. Your future self will live with the consequences either way.